Alright guys, what's going on? This is your boy RJ Game News USA here, back today with another video. And I do have a big announcement. I'm actually interested in the newest Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is coming out on PS5, PC, Series X, and Switch 2. No last-gen consoles. And GameSpot did a preview on the game that actually sold me on it. And I'm actually going to get it. Currently, I had no other games in October that I'm interested in. I'm looking for a shooter. And honestly, what I saw from the gameplay and in the preview and what I heard about got me super pumped. So let's listen to this preview and see what they have to say. For those of you who don't know, I really haven't been into Call of Duty that much this last decade, essentially. I was huge, into Call of Duty its first half of its existence, and then it completely fell off from it for a while. So I'm super excited to get back into this. It's going to feel fresh and new after having years away. Hopefully it's a good game. It looks like it's going to be Korean-based, it's in North Korea and South Korea. I love it. I think it's going to be good. Alright, let's listen to this clip.
After back-to-back Black Ops games from both developers Treyarch and Raven Software, Studio Infinity Ward returns to the helm for this year's entry in the Call of Duty franchise. With Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, Infinity Ward says it's entering a new chapter, both for the series that helped catapult Call of Duty into its status as a household name, and for the studio at large. For Modern Warfare 4, that new chapter helps redefine where the series is headed. In 2019, Infinity Ward rebooted the Modern Warfare series, which first kicked off...
I still have a problem with them redoing or reimagining or whatever the fuck you want to call it, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. That still bothers me. However, this is Modern Warfare 4, which we've never actually had.
Off in 2007. The reboot and its two sequels work somewhat within the framework of the original three Modern Warfare games. In terms of its campaign and story, Modern Warfare 4 is the first title in the Modern series to help step off into wholly new territory. Infinity Ward recently provided journalists a first look at Modern Warfare 4 during a preview event in Los Angeles, which gave us an idea of where the studio is taking Modern Warfare's story and how it'll continue the tale of Captain Price in Task 141. We also got the lowdown on what Infinity Ward is bringing to Modern Warfare 4's multiplayer offerings and went hands-on with a few of the title's new modes. After 3 games in which players took on the roles of high-level operators, Modern Warfare 4 is heading back to Call of Duty's earlier roots, the campaign that focuses on the experience...
Yes! Multiplayer going back to its earlier roots. This is definitely a huge reason I'm interested.
...of more common soldiers. This next Call of Duty centers on a conflict taking place between North and South Korea, which looks poised to create ripples that could destabilize the entire world. As that conflict kicks off, with North Korea suddenly attacking South Korea, you'll play as members of a mixed squad made up of the South Korean and US Marines. The grunt story of Marines fighting in Korea is only half of Modern Warfare 4's campaign, though. The game also continues the story of Captain Price, now in the run after the events of Modern Warfare 3.
That's the part where it could get messy, because it's not a total clean break from the trilogy. Obviously, I'm going to have gaps of what's going on and how does this connect. And that is going to be slightly concerning here for the campaign.
From the sounds of things, you can expect the campaign to jump back and forth between the globe-trotting story of Price as he pursues his nemesis, Makarov, and the events in Korea until the two plot lines eventually intertwine. While we didn't get a chance to play any of Modern Warfare 4's campaign, Infinity Ward did provide us a few hours to check out some of its new additions to multiplayer before hopping into a match.
By the way, that's really good that they got multiplayer already going, where they could actually present it. That shows that development's going well. And I would rather that than actually campaign missions, because usually when they try to sell you in these big blockbuster campaign missions to these reviewers, it's like, okay, cool. And the campaign's important. I do like to see a good 6 to 7 hour campaign. But if a Call of Duty multiplayer is good, that could be hundreds of hours of gameplay. So I'm much more interested if the multiplayer is good.
We tried the Gunsmith's new Gunny feature, a recommendation engine that automatically adds attachments to your weapons, allowing you to quickly try out different combinations. Infinity Ward also introduced a new set of attachments for all its weapons, called Apex Attachments. These additions are unique to each weapon and are unlocked when you fully level up a gun, and they greatly change how each one works. The ones I tried including adding an underbarrel shotgun attachment to a pistol, making it a devastatingly powerful sidearm, and one that...
I love it. If we could get, like, devastatingly powerful weapons or perks again, I think that could make for a fun, arcadey-like Call of Duty experience, like what I miss from MW2 and 3 original.
And altered an assault rifle to fire submachine gun rounds, making it fast and powerful at close range.
I promise you, so much more.
We checked out some of Modern Warfare 4's maps and new modes, like the chaotic Inflation and unpredictable 10-on-10 gun game. In Inflation, players each start with $10,000 on them whenever they spawn. When a player is killed, they drop their money and the opposing team can pick it up. Once one team amasses a certain total of money, they win. As you gather money from opponents, your own value grows. When you're killed by an opposing player, you'll drop all the money you've gathered before respawning with just $10,000. The player with the most money on either team is marked as a VIP target, and other players can see their location through walls. So you'll want to try and protect your team's VIPs while working to take down the enemy's VIPs and steal their cash. Pick up enough money and you'll become a VIP yourself.
By the way, that game mode sounds like one of the most unique, fun game modes that Call of Duty has put out in a long time. Like, VIP mode or whatever, Inflation, that's the game mode. I'm interested to try that out.
The mix of chasing big targets, putting yourself in danger to grab dropped cash, and working together to protect valuable teammates makes for a dynamic fight experience. It's possible for players with big piles of cash to create equally large swings. In a few of the matches I played, a win came down to 1 or 2 big VIP kills right.
And by the way, it's not... I know Call of Duty always gets lambasted for not being very well team-based oriented. This is naturally going to be very team-based oriented because you'll be able to know where your VIP is, the opponents will know where the VIP is, and naturally people will coalesce around the conflict around the VIPs. So the Call of Duty has set this up to force a form of teamwork and cooperation that is a lot more in-depth than, let's say, your typical team deathmatch.
At the end, Modern Warfare 4's 10-on-10 gun game sees both sides using a loadout that's randomly assigned.
Okay, 10-on-10 gun game's crazy. Okay? I kind of like the mode, but also I'm not a big fan of those one-life modes, and this turned out to be a one-life mode.
At the start of a round. Players only get 1 life per round, and teams compete to win the most rounds by the end of the match. We played Modern Warfare 4's take on gun game on the West Bridge training facility map, codenamed Kill Block. The dynamic, modular map is made up of 3 different chunks, or slabs, with 1 on each side where players spawn, and a central one where players meet in the middle. The slabs range from forests and trenches to warehouses and buildings. And
by the way, these maps actually look new. They actually look good. They actually look different, while at the same time keeping the classic Call of Duty 3-lane feel. That's what it looks like. 3 slabs, 3-lane feel. Which is good, because honestly, I'm getting really tired of Call of Duty, especially in the Black Ops series, just reusing maps. Reuse. This looks new.
Randomized each round. So you'll play through several different configurations in the course of a single match. Kill Block has 500 possible configurations and is about the size of Modern Warfare 3's Shoot House map, Infinity Ward said. It's supported in all the game's core multiplayer modes. The combination of the dynamic map and the randomized loadouts made Gun Game a blast. 10 players per team can create opportunities to strategize together, but as teams dwindle, you'll need to play more carefully in order to maintain an advantage or avoid being overrun. With each round, you're forced to figure out the best way to approach the map and to use different elements to gain high ground. Take cover, avoid being flanked, and ambush your prey. The best part of the kill block map, however, is the way its many different pieces create opportunities as you play through a match, thanks to Modern Warfare 4's improved movement system. The biggest change to Call of Duty with Modern Warfare 4 is in how Infinity Ward has approached player movement, with a heavier emphasis placed on making movement as fast and fluid as possible.
That is big. Fast, fluid means fun for the movement.
It has greatly improved the ways that animations can chain into one another, and this is most noticeable when doing things like sprinting, sliding, and mantling. It is now possible to do things like chaining a mantle into a sprint, which equates to doing things like sliding over a car hood, Dukes of Hazzard style. The combination of movement abilities offers a lot of new opportunities for getting around maps. The parkour capabilities reminded me of something close to Mirror's Edge, especially when used at full blast by someone very familiar with them. You can climb up pipes, grab ledges, and either shimmy along them or pop up over them with a pistol to take shots at enemies, and slide into a prone position on your back so that you can turn and fire behind you. The movement adjustments aren't quite the same as the dynamic omni-movement system of recent Black Ops games, but they do make combat feel fast and smooth in Modern Warfare 4. It provides a lot more options for engaging with a map, like the ability to quickly clamber up to a second-story window and join a fight happening inside a building, or to make an escape by hurtling quickly over cars and walls. It's not just movement that's gotten overhaul in Modern Warfare 4. Infinity Ward has also reworked and enhanced some of the shooter fundamentals that underpin the series. A huge one is Bloom, the effect that shooters use to simulate the loss of accuracy when guns are fired from the hip, as opposed to when you aim down the sights. Hip firing a gun without taking careful aim has the effect of spraying bullets in a general direction. Shooters create that spray effect by designating a cone of space and sending bullets to random places within the cone, an effect called Bloom. Using Bloom does a fair job of simulating the idea that a gun is spraying bullets all over the place in a general area in front of you. But it can also create frustrating situations where you can fire your gun straight at someone and have the bullets whiz past and around them, while also making it so that bullets head out at strange angles in relation to your gun's barrel. With bullets going where you expect them to go and landing where your gun is pointed, the change makes firing from the hip feel more effective and realistic, especially at close ranges. Infinity Ward has also demonstrated ways that it has adjusted Modern Warfare 4's approach to field of view. With wider field of view settings, players get more situational awareness because they can see more at the sides of their screens, but this creates an effect that makes targets in front of them smaller and seem farther away than they really are. Tighter FOV settings fix the targeting issue but close off peripheral vision. In Modern Warfare 4, Infinity Ward is splitting the difference, widening the FOV at the sides of the screen, but without making targets in the center of the screen smaller. Developers have also reframed weapons on the screen so that they're not...
See, that's going to make it easier to see, because I feel like a lot of times in Call of Duty, unlike Halo or Splitgate, where you sort of can recover, if you see your opponent first, you probably will kill them first. So, widening that field of view without minimizing the target in front of you, however they did that, is huge, actually.
Not quite so tight to the player, making them look more realistic. In practice, all those adjustments feel great, even if many of the smaller visual changes aren't something you notice much in the heat of battle.
Game looks
good. The bloom adjustments are definitely noticeable, however, and making firing from the hip in an emergency seem much more viable. In practice, that improves the immediacy of Modern Warfare 4. In multiplayer battles I played, hip-firing made moves like jumping through a window or rounding a corner to get the drop on someone feel more viable as strategies than they might have in the past. That little bit of time saved by not aiming down sights can be used to your advantage much more often, thanks to bullets reliably winding up where you hope they will. Infinity Ward showed off a lot of Modern Warfare 4, and even with only a small taste of how it plays, the game's new modes and gameplay enhancements seem promising. Nothing we saw fundamentally alters what fans have come to expect from Call of Duty or a Modern Warfare game, but Infinity Ward brought a lot of improvements to the formula that add up to some pretty meaningful changes that made for some fun, exciting battles.
Yeah, I'm sold. I'm sold on this game. I'm interested in it. So, you guys let me know in the comments below. Are you interested in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4? If so, let me know. If not, let me know why. But until next time, this is your boy signing out. Have a good one.